It's the time to get down.
When he comes back,
I forgot about
he's
Perkins.
the enforcer. So I'm looking for the Boston Celtics to say, you got to come through our territory.
Ooh.
So I'm for them because I think they put on a better competition front and back.
I told you that Shaq was a good fit for the Celtics.
No,
I
I
said
agree.
that.
I agree. Okay, now I'm going to go to Torkwase.
Turquoise.
Torontonians.
Torkwase. All right, let me do this. Dallas Cowboys. I can't help it. I got to bring this up. Okay, Dallas Cowboys. You want to roll? You can scroll too, man, if you want.
Let me get my visual aid.
The Dallas Cowboys are in a deep, dark place. So I'm just saying this.
Oh, uptight. That sounds where
A deep,
deep dark
place. All right, now here's the thing. Everybody's
Dom's there.
Everybody, you know what? You're wrong. Everybody's been talking about. Here's the predictions and handicapping. We already know this right offhand that Tony Romo he got his collarbone broke, and they said 8 weeks minimum, and even if he comes back,
Take longer than that.
Well,
see, that's what I'm.
The thing about the collarbone, you know, even if they don't heal well, you know what I'm saying? In other words, they can heal in a weird kind of way. You get a big old callus.
Right.
It depends on the pain level.
Right.
It's like ribs. You know, you can get if he can play with it.
Right.
Because, you know, I mean, I'm not sure what they're waiting. It may not be 8 weeks, so that's what I'm suggesting. You may not. He may play without a full callus.
Now I got you.
In other words, they make it like a pad where it's healing.
Yeah.
He may play without that because if he can deal with the pain.
Okay, let me say this. Which one of you guys are Dallas Cowboy fans? Oh, snap. So
I used to be, but not
America's
anymore.
Why did you give it up? Tell the truth. See, she ain't gonna tell the truth. You know what, Mario? Wait a minute, Mario. They used to have a They used to have a thing.
Stars.
They have a thing where they say when a person answers a question, when they look down, they mean one thing. When they look up, it means something else.
Boy, Fish, you probably dated one of them Cowboys. You know how it is.
Get it right.
I think when you give to, I don't know what the good analogy is. But
And
when
you
you
don't
give,
receive.
when you give so much to a team that already expects to win,
See, who was
versus
he?
working for,
Who was he on the Dallas?
Go on.
versus working for it.
Yeah,
I think there's some complacency there.
I hear you.
So obviously they're trying to win, but there's still that mentality where they deserve to win versus working for it. So they're
I
not
hear
they're not even on the totem pole of.
They're not on the radar, right?
Yeah.
They're not. Okay. Well, now Mario.
I like their uniforms though.
Well, there you go. There you go.
It goes into what those of us who've played sports know is that the best team, the best talent does not always win. That's a cliche.
Yes, it is.
In fact, many of us have the big pride of our lives are those days that we actually beat the best talent.
Yeah.
Or people who are better than us because of hard work.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it just comes down to you want it more.
Yeah.
And that's why you have champions.
Right. So here's a couple of things that we know right offhand. Only one team has made it to the Super Bowl starting off with a record of 1-5. So already with their main quarterback out, it looks real bad. So they're planning already to go beyond. 2, why would you bring back Tony Romo in a losing season? So I think he's done and you won't see him until 2011. From
a collarbone break?
They're not. Wait a minute.
Thing.
Would you, if your team is under 500 and you got a couple of games left, would you take the chance on playing your quarterback?
I would play to win.
But you ain't got nothing to win.
Come on. Now we're gonna save the quarterback for the next year because of a collarbone.
I could see them doing that though.
Of course, it's just like when they get to the end of the season. Do you play to win or do you save people?
So when they're
for the playoffs.
So when they're like 4-10, you gonna bring him back in the last couple of games.
I believe in playing.
He should want to come back.
Guys, I'm sorry.
He should want to come back.
I don't know no other way you play. You play to win all the time. That's what you do.
He should want to come back. I can see the business side of it, depending on what direction they're going.
That. Right.
But he should want to come back. Like I've been on losing teams before, and at the end of the day, I shouldn't say you play for the love of the sport, but being an athlete, there's no such thing as giving up.
And here's the part I agree with you.
How about integrity, baby? Right?
Yeah,
that's integrity.
I like it. I like it when you guys, since you really spent about $1 billion for your monitor and the stadium and the whole thing and all that money, and you're Jerry Jones, and you got to think about exactly your investment because merchandising and everything else is going to be affected by it. So I agree about the passion, but when you're the owner who has an expense, let me tell you how much money he probably has already calculated as a loss this year. That's already in a fiscal kind of capacity. See, to me, everything is a fiscal investment. He's losing his return. It's done, man.
I don't know. I think the fans are still gonna buy.
Think so?
I think they have some really hard. I mean, look at the Chargers. Every time I go to San Diego, there's a Charger sticker on almost every car. So, I mean, I think the fans are still going to buy stuff. I mean, it's just they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. And I think the Super Bowl is supposed to be there, isn't it?
That's the whole point. Right.
So, I think the fans are still going to go to the Super Bowl because it's there. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for some people. So, I think he's still going to make money because the franchise is just that type of franchise what people are going to buy regardless.
You know what I like about you? Because she's knowledgeable. She's knowledgeable. And here's the other part I like about it.
What?
This is America's team, so they're held to a different standard.
Oh, shit.
I got to say this.
America's
See,
team,
this is...
bro.
Oh, let me say...
I hate that damn...
Oh!
They ain't America's team.
Oh, wait a minute.
And the thing is this, Vic.
What?
I think it is, like you said, but an economic issue. But I tell you what. I think that's the reason why you play, because the fans are not... If you just don't play Romo, the fans are going to take it. I would take it as you quit.
Right.
So, therefore, I have an attitude now about your whole team and management, that y'all quitters.
Yeah.
And I think you got to come back. And then also, if I have a ticket, I go like, well, you're not even going to put the people out there?
Right.
So why would I really come? Why don't you take Barber out then? And take all the other folks out, too, then? And just save everybody. Why would we just go with second-string teams?
Right. I think the part that was hard, Mario, is that here's a team that was on paper that was actually favored to win the Super Bowl. So take away Tony Romo's injury. They were underperforming anyway. So
Exactly.
I think if you were performing at a certain standard and you said, look, I'm already losing the position of going to the playoffs. It used to be we were going to win the Super Bowl. Now they were fighting just to get in the playoffs. Now they will not get into the playoffs.
And at the same time, Tampa Bay is 4-2 and claiming to be the best team in the NFC.
Yes.
And they have some of the worst stats.
But
they still manage to win.
There you go. Okay. I agree. Okay, let me say this. So since we already covered, look, my whole thing is that I know Dallas is in a different position. I'm not going to even cover too much of it.
How come you got the same damn picture then?
Because
you had that picture yesterday.
Because we didn't get to talk about it. We didn't talk about it. Remember we skipped
it?
We
talked about something. You said same picture.
No, we went to that picture.
See, skipping on the
no. Let me just say this. We put that picture in and went to Brett Favre.
Okay.
You know why? Because Jesse and them actually... I put the picture up and went to a different subject.
Okay.
So it's my fault. That's all right, because who runs this?
We run this, bitch.
Thank you. All right.
Male and bitches, we use it as a male or female. Doesn't mean females at all.
Okay.
As many of our male bitch friends know.
With that, I'm going to do a transition. Poor.
Some.
Lady T is having a rough time.
Billy's got a little bit of that.
That's cold. Okay. All right. Anybody watching the BCS Bowl College?
Sue, we will. Oregon. She's a duck.
That thing. You know what? I got you in the house.
It has nothing to do with the shape.
Thank you. Okay. So let me just say this. Let me watch this. Do you like Boise State, the Broncos, Lady T?
Okay, you already know the answer. There's no guessing with that. Duck for life.
Duck for life. There we go.
You know that
and
weather.
We're doing really well. We're doing really well this year,
I love what they're doing.
The weather is more what you used to over there in Idaho.
I mean, at the end of the Oregon, at the end of the day, as long as it doesn't snow, I'm good.
Say, this was a no-brainer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
That helps, because I'm not, brain may not have much.
Well, here's how it went under the radar. We were so busy looking at covering football and covering basketball that Boise State played a game yesterday and nobody watched it.
Oh no, they really?
Yeah. That's
well, who's gonna watch that when you got twin double NBA?
Yeah,
right. Lakers versus Houston. Come on, when I saw the game, I said, well, that's my night.
It's done.
My night is over. I'm not moving. Pizza
so you're not
or something.
cooking for anybody? No. She had to wait.
No, that's called.
Wait for a taxi.
You're
left in downtown.
That's mean. Well, for those of you guys who care about Boise State, because they are a good team, but here's one fact that is true about Boise State. They do send out invitations to play upper class teams, high power teams. Do you know they actually turn them down? So the part that we don't get a report, I wish we had this every year, that here's the invitations from the teams who want to play these teams who are turning them down. So if they're getting penalized, not because they're avoiding, it's that nobody's accepting to play them. So you got another story in it. So take it for what it is. But they defeated Louisiana Tech yesterday, 49-20.
Dang.
That was it. That's it for Boise State.
Man, if they just had a little bit better food, but as they get more immigrants moving into the state, they will find that one of the benefits of that immigration
Right.
is the food gets to be so much better.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to get some,
Let up on those immigration laws then.
Oh, now
You
she
got
did-
to- I'm-
there you go.
see,
I
I'm-
like that.
We're all for that up here.
That's right. That's
I
right.
said I'm for all colonized people moving freely within the colony.
You have to define colonize for
In
folks.
Mexico, that's our colony. Come on, open the door, let them in.
Oh, you got
Come
to.
on, they part of the whole thing.
Okay.
Shebang.
I know, man. I know.
Let's start speaking Spanish. This is California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to get to one of the subjects that's definitely
Major
going-
League Baseball.
You know what? I'm gonna skim over this because first
You
of
gonna
all,
skim over Major League Baseball?
well, just for watch this. The game doesn't start until this evening. San Francisco versus Texas Rangers. Okay, the game. Any highlight stories? It's a pitching duel.
Quiche versus fajitas.
It's Cliff Lee versus Lincecum. And it's the best pitchers in the major league. It's going to be a pitching game, not a scoring one. Is anybody going to watch the game?
No.
So wait a minute. You guys are blaming me for skimming over it, but you're not endorsing the conversation. That's wrong.
I find it. I think I did hear on the radio today that one of the teams from Texas, even though, say if they were to lose, they'll still get a ring.
There you go. Oh, great story.
Ringtone.
Man, give her a knuckle, Mario. Give her a knuckle.
Oh, that hurts. Man, I'm taking it easy.
She did a great job.
I wouldn't mess
Melina.
around with them athletes.
Yeah, we're rough.
You
Shit.
you getting him in a curse. Wait a minute. Okay. Jeez. Should I go? Is this a transition? What should I do? Okay. She is so right. I believe it. I don't know if it's Jose Molina or Benji Molina. I apologize. I know it's one of the Molina brothers who played on San Francisco most of the year and traded to Texas Rangers. So because how much time he played, if San Francisco wins, even if he's on Texas, he gets a ring.
Yeah.
If the Texas Rangers win,
isn't
he
that
gets a
great?
ring. I know. He wins either way.
Did he get two rings?
He can only get one.
Oh, okay.
He can only get one. So you know what? You got to come back for sports. I mean, you hit that one. Poor Mario didn't even know.
I'll tell you, and she's
What do you got to do with your sports game, Mario?
and she can cook.
Hummus pie or
I
what?
tell you.
Okay. All right.
Hi.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Good.
by the way, call the doctors 4 hours. 4 hours again.
That's cold. All right. So hey, you guys, tune in 7:57 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time, which is 5, but close to 6, or I guess whatever. No, 5, whatever. Our time, PST time. So, bottom line, if you guys are not going to watch it, I'm not going to report it on Monday. So I'm dead.
Okay.
Now, if you ain't going to follow me on it, why should I say anything?
All right.
Okay. All right. We're going to the next
Watch
episode.
the highlights.
I know. Here's the one. Do you believe? Here we come to my section that I love the most. Do you believe? And if you look at this graphic, it says, I'm going to hit you so hard you will apologize for thinking you're a man.
Torkwase would take her down.
Do you think so? She said, bring it, baby.
I'm still Torkwase.
There you go. It takes some time.
It
No,
sure
because
does.
that's because Vic got me all brainwashed.
Oh, so you going to blame me?
I should have went to the...
Wait a minute.
I know how to say African
That's
name.
like going on a date and you
I
said
know the African connection. Torkwase.
Torkwase. I like
Torkwase.
that. I like that. Torkwase.
Torkwase.
I like that. Man, just say. Okay, let me stop. All right, bring it, baby. This is what this is all about. Do you believe? Mario, you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
All
sir.
right, I got something for you
I'm
here.
testing my believing.
I know you are. Okay, do you believe
Yes.
the Dallas Cowboys odds to reach 500 depend on whether they fire the cheerleaders or the coach?
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it to 500.
Oh, snap. Okay.
They're gonna make
So
it.
you
Yo, they only lost 4 out of 5.
they're 1-5.
1 and 5. Excuse me, 5. So they still got how many games in the season?
16.
So they win 10. It's all right.
Okay.
So what y'all freaking out for?
They can't get rid of the cheerleaders.
Hell.